Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? Hi, hello. How is it going? What day is it? Tuesday. Well, how's everyone's Tuesday? Hope everyone's having a great start to their week. And we're going to be playing some more Falsebound Kingdom. Hello, Red Karashi. Give me that head pack. Give me that head pack. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Hello, hello. How's it going? Oh, we should give Evie a head pat too to match. There you go. Because I couldn't load it up to react to redeems, but it can have its own pat. Did give me a head pat. I passed on the love. Okay. Summon my team. Had to remember what all my buttons were. Right, so we picked up you. We have these four. They're all set up. So I think we're good to go. Oh, do you think... No, the 12, like 9, the 4s, that's just their level, isn't it? I'll never know how to tell speed in this game. It will simply never come to pass. I will live in ignorance of that. Exhausted, but fine. Is it good exhaust or just suck it? I am cold. It has turned so cold so suddenly lately. I've been pretty blanketed up lately to keep warm. I kind of like when it's colder as opposed to like too hot because I can bundle up in a blanket and it's great instead of just being too hot and just having to suffer. Right, it's very well defended. Oh, that's right. I've got to get this fort. Unless we do something, we're just going to continue to sustain damage. There'll be something else we can try. We blew up we set a place on fire last time. That was pretty sweet. Fancy this as free all surrounding villages and towns strengthen our own position. Okay. Understood. This is where I'm starting. They're coming at me. I should probably get some structures going. Can I? Equipment. That's it. And let's get no, not a barricade. An anti-ground cannon and an anti-air cannon. I want both. No, that's not what I meant. Don't replace it. I want to put it in the other spot. There we go. And because Tristan's here, it will build faster. Okay. That was tricky to click. So I've got to go get these places. So Yugi can like fend for himself, so he can leave. You're exhausted from work. Glad I was turned to the Thursday to have the energy for the fights today. There's good luck then. Good timing. Alright, so when you get there, I guess he's going to get into this fight early. You need to get your fighting fit on Thursday. Oh yeah, that's right. This happens. It's just, I think it happens a bit less if I angle it right. Let's take out the not the crab, the little phantom guy. What kind of what he's called? Is he like Phantom, like Derwin or something? I'm sure. Something like that. There's nothing I can do about the screen widening and thinning back down. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know how to stop it. I have tried. Just a feature. That was a lot of damage coming out of that slot machine. That's an impressive looking move, but I think it's going to be pretty weak. Yeah, it is. Get him, Blackland Dragon. Good job. Now we'll work on the lobster. Get him, lobster. No, get the lobster. Opposite. The lobster still got 2 moves. Like Celtic Guardian still has 2 moves. Oh, wrong button. It's tricky to remember which button is which. Go on, one of my guys. Okay, that's guarding. It beat the heck out of that dragon. It looked more vicious than it was. I think if I do that, I think the guard will wear off of the slot machine. Whoops, that's A. Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. Yeah, you lose. Alright, good stuff. Oh, they swap positions, so he's gonna keep coming this way. Nice. Okay, that's good to know. I want to leave Tristan here to build that stuff. But no one else is that strong. I guess I'll just send the other two, like, over this way. But, you know, I'm pretty sure he can handle the single enemy. I like to think, with all three of his units. I was trying to work out if there's like a better camera angle that like makes the screen freak out less. Ooh, a crit. Oh, okay, if I hit pause I can like see that. I should have googled this. Should have googled it. Just in case it's a fix. It is very annoying. I think it's just because like my screen is like widescreen and like more widescreen than it would have been expected to be at, I guess. Here's the GameCube game. Like, I don't care which it decides to do, I just wish it would pick a lane. I should wait until its guard has worn off. Which I guess is just one of each of our turns. I guess the guard is gone now. Yeah, it probably was, because that's a weak unit anyway. Get beaten up. But it's only in the fights that it does this. So it makes me think it's just a quirk of the game. Can I pause it? I can pause it. Hang on. I'm going to have a very quick Google. Just to see if it's something I can fix quickly. I forgot about this issue. But it is annoying. Let's see. One second. Was it like the screens switching? To and from full screen, I guess is the issue. I guess. And screen images. What does that mean? That does mean I have the aspect ratio set. How would I find out? How about I make this more specific? No, I don't mind having the bars. That's fine. Bars isn't an issue. It's the switching. Stretches in and out. Oh yeah, that looks like my issue. Yeah, okay. How do I do that? Okay, I might have a fix. I'm just gonna hide the screen for 1 sec. I may have a fix. How do I hide my screen? There it is. I don't know why I couldn't work that out. Let's have a quick peek. How do I look at what I'm looking for? Right, how do I click my... How do I get the setting? I want to close the window. I want to like carry on what I'm doing. Don't want to exit the game. I just want to like, do something else within the game. Ah, oh, yeah, one away from the Great Ball. So close. Oh, okay. Maybe I can't do it in the game while I'm in game. Okay. Maybe after this match I will save and then see if I can fix that quick. It's not like too much of an issue, it's just annoying enough. Alright, I want to send out these two over to this place. Yeah, both of you. Both of you move out. I think Tristan can look after this place on his own with the defences. And then I'll probably move one of them back and Tristan out to help put equipment in other buildings. Who's the weakest? That would be the one on Y. He's very, like, colourful though. He's super colourful. Oof. That wasn't very spinny. His move was like a spinning dynamite punch, but he didn't spin. He's kind of poofed. Don't hand the missiles. Overkill. Or underkill. That little skeleton's having some troubles. Yeah, Beaver Warrior can finish that. My middle guy, he's stronger. I think I should redirect him over to the bunny. He's my strongest. Ah, that was a miss. Unfortunate. Right, the bunny is waiting. That one's guarding. Do I have any moves left? Yeah, got one each. So we should all go for the bunny. But the bunny is not guarding. What is that unit called? Is it just Toon Rabbit? Oh, that unit's called. Okay, I did hit. I thought that looked like a miss. Alright, so that's Shimon has won. So he will teleport in behind that guy now. The lady who I can't remember the name of, she can finish it. Hopefully. Then I guess this doesn't really need to be defended anymore. Is her name Fizzdy? Was that what it was? Was it Fizzdy? Please. Okay, let's finish off the bun. Natural prey of the silver wolf. The Toon Rabbit. That one is guarding, so I won't hit you. Yeah, I'll just hit the other unit. I could have waited until the guard wore off, but I think I'll hit the middle one instead. We got plenty of turns. Is the Toon Bunny still guarded? I don't know. Probably. It hasn't had another turn yet. It wouldn't. No, yeah, it wouldn't have had another turn yet. Okay, now he can finish it. Get beaten up. Oh, 1 HP, of course. Why wouldn't it be on 1 HP, really? It has a will to live. No matter what, it's going to be overkill, so just deal with it. Just get rid of it. And I think Silver Wolf is one of the stronger ones. They may be in the middle of the team, I'm not sure. I don't know which one's faster. I feel like a wolf would be faster than like an imp. You take the speed of whichever unit's in the middle. They have guarded, so I'll just do the ultimate move against guarding, which is just to wait for a turn. Keep my move. Lose nothing but a moment of my time. Such a weird thing that you can just do that. You can just go, nah, I'll wait for your guard to wear off, actually. It makes me just not want to use guard, like, ever. Easily countered. That guy's still alive. Like, he's still got a little bit of health. Oh, that's Shimon. Why'd you end up behind? What happened, buddy? You fought him the first time, didn't you? You wanted to finish him. Oh, we can do that. We can finish him. We have won. Thank you. Thank you, Akarashi, for the blessing. Alright, good. They are dealt with. So I need to wait for you. Oh, you literally arrived there just as I was going to have a look at you. Good job. I'll probably need a healer in the bottom one. Maybe. I don't know. You sort of heal when you're just at a base as well, though. I'm behind the wrong team. I like to be at this camera angle because then it's less jarring when I like zoom in to see which one to target. If you're like any other camera angle, it looks really weird when you go into that screen when it switches. My character Guardian has loads of attacks a turn now. It has like 4. The ladies nearly defeated. Another slot machine, though. They're strong. The slot machine's kind of strong. They've been bubbled. Hammer of Justice. Okay, that guy's pretty strong too. You know what? This is kind of a strong team. But I think I'm stronger. Yeah, slot machine has the least of those two. Least HP. Will be killed faster. That's what I'm all about. That one's just waiting. Okay. Right, Judge Man, I'm not fighting you anyway right now. I always liked how the black land fire dragon looks in this game. Alright, well, you've waited your last, I hope. Yeah. Not sure what you're waiting for. Death. Waiting for death. Alright, so we've got to go at him one more time to beat up his last unit. But we're not stunned. Go, go, go. Oh, yeah, see what I mean by how, like, dramatic it is if you're at any other angle? Alright, this isn't going to take too long to beat up this guy at least. There's got the 1 unit left. I was looking at his little like mace things that he's holding. And there was a Dynasty Warriors character. I remember that would have like little much smaller versions of like those little maces. I can't remember her name. She was like one of the... She's in one like the other branches. Like the really small group. She was a very fancy lady with like fancy sleeves. Can't remember her name. I liked her. In the old Disney Warriors games I played, like Disney Warriors 4 I think was the one I played a ton of. That was a good game. Okay. We have liberated this place. Would I like to build some equipment? This is a healer. I don't think I need a healer. Maybe like a barricade would be nice. And maybe like an anti... Maybe a cannon. Not an anti-air cannon, an anti-ground cannon. May as well get buildings going. They're pretty cheap, the equipment. So I'd like Tristan to like move to here to help with the building, but... Oh, I guess I want to take this place over first. And send one of them back. Swap them for Tristan. Oh, who's the weakest? The middle one's weakest. Okay. He waits in anticipation. I like that every move is animated in this. Like I haven't really noticed like moves that are necessarily the same. Maybe that one. I think I've seen that one before. Okay, so moves are shared between multiple units, I guess. I wonder how many moves there are in this game. Like differently animated moves. Even up my wolf as well. They had the same strats. So it had the most health instead of the least. At the start. Okay, there we go. We gotta take that one down. Okay, 1 unit down. Good to go. I think that's all we'll have. Yeah, it's all we've had the most moves available. So that's something. The Black Land Fire Dragon's next. Hang in there, Penguin Knight. Maybe I don't move left, Penguin Knight? I think you are. You get 2 hits in a row. It's your time to shine, buddy. Get it done. Good job. You won the battle, but not the war. Is this? Okay, she's going straight back in. I think she might be the one that I send back to base. Because we lose if our main base gets taken over. So I feel like we should always keep someone in there. Then should we? Are they going to send any more people straight down mid? Oh, there's spooky pumpkins around that Zubat. Oops. Yeah, are they going to send someone? Am I not going to notice? I don't know. Ah, nearly. That would be my Penguin Knight's next thing to fight then. My Penguin Knight is the weakest of my 3. But strong enough to beat that Black Vampire Dragon. My Imp and my Silver Wolf, I'll have, no, it's not called Silver Wolf, is it? It's called Silver Fang. Have them attack the, little marionette dude. Penguin Knight was next anyway. There's something very satisfying about howling with the White Fang. Wooing with him. The howl of the skink. Oh, I was guarding, so we will just simply wait for 1 turn. Not losing any of our actions. What a strange mechanic. I wonder why they decided that's how it works. You guard for 1 turn, but a turn doesn't end when you have your next turn. A turn ends when like all of your enemies have had their turn. Very odd. But convenient for me, who has worked this out very early. I will use it to my advantage and simply never guard. Yeah, surely I would notice that someone's on their way to our main base before they get to our main base. With enough time to send one of my people like 1 village over. Right. It's a good windmill. It's a good windmill in the background. Very peaceful. In fact, all the trees look really good. What is this background? Is this like a photo, like the trees and stuff? No, of course we have to have our moment of widescreen here. After that whole fight went off smoothly. Penguin Soldier. I don't think I've been calling him Penguin Soldier. I think I've been calling him Penguin Knight. But he's only a soldier. He hasn't been promoted. Okay, we've got some gold. We have taken these 2. Hey, we've got a friend. We have found a Bakura. We don't know where anyone else is. You're attacking the provincial capital of this place, right? It's gonna help. Can't march an army through it, but there's a hole in the Sugut's defences. He's off to go confuse the guards and destroy their defensive equipment. Alright, he's off to do some stuff. Just hang in there for 1 more day. You'll see a fire in the castle. We love just setting buildings on fire. It's kind of be out of action, and then we can storm the castle. Alright, good luck. He's off. He's alright. Well, he seems fine. He's off setting fires. That's not a sign that someone's alright. I don't know what is. Alright, Tristan, get moving. You know what? I'm just going to send you straight across to like this place. Right? This isn't the place with the cannons, right? Who has the cannons? They do have cannons. Do they all have cannons? We've got a whole day before the fires happen. I assumed it was just this place, like those cannons were going out. But these guys they do have cannons. I wish I knew how many of the cannons he was off to take out. All of them? Some of them? Can we fight through cannons? I must be able to, right? Or is it just like too much? Do we take like a ton of damage? I'll send Tristan off on his journey. I think each place only has 1 person in them, so I don't think anyone's charging us. We are not healed. We've got a while until we are healed. I'm trying to maybe change one of my pieces of equipment for a healer. You know what? You guys go ahead and build a healer. And probably a barricade. A healer and a barricade sounds like a good combo. I think that makes it just harder for them to attack, I guess. I don't quite know what a barricade does. You know what? I'm going to swap my anti-ground cannon for healer. No, I'm going to swap my barricade for a healer. Just to speed the healing up here. Tristan's making some headway. He is going. I guess he can be like my test drive to see how strong the cannons are. Like, how much does it hurt him? Oh, I thought I could just, like, follow you. That's just that, isn't it? Yeah. He's off. He's got stuff to do. If I, like, swap to, like, icon mode, does that tell me where it's about to get attacked by fires? Nope. It does not. Alright, how much do the cannons hurt? They've got anti-ground and anti-air, don't they? Yeah. So it's going to hit me whether I'm walking or flying. He's going. This is thrilling gameplay. He's en route. He approaches. That's the boundary of where the cannons will start firing. About to enter into it. We are here. Okay. There they are. Pew, pew, pew. They have taken damage. How much damage? Oh my goodness, tons. Run away. Do they only fire once? Run, 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 run. Do not stay. Oh, they fire once and they have to recharge. Okay, okay, so there's a tactical way to deal with that. Understood. Flee, please flee. How about you guys? How are you healing? Okay, you guys are healed. We can do something with you two. Let's prepare. Prepare an attack. You two get in position. And how are you? Are you healed? Not quite. Oh, we've got loads of time because that attack isn't happening until, like you said, one whole day. So. And like that little clock up here in the top right, that's our actual game time. Our in-game time. So if I have just one of you set off the... Which team are you? That one. So do I want you to go in or do I want you to go? Who's actually stronger out of you two? You've only got... You're one battle P, you've got one battle P. One life P, one action P. I think are both like pretty much the same. It's like you're all level 6. Okay, I guess maybe she's stronger. So I'll send you in to eat like the cannon blast. And then I'll send you in. Do we have to see the cutscene every time? Of the cannons firing? Then you go. And then you go home to heal. I assume you are like super hurting. Oh, cutscene. Oh, I think the cannons are literally just taken out now, yep. There they go. Is our best shot advance on the castle now? Now the question is that every cannon? Oh, there is someone charging. Yes, it's every cannon. Okay. Okay, you guys, go, 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 go. I'll send you both. Charge, move out. We've got 2 units coming from there, which is a little bit scary. I don't know why no one's advancing here. I don't know why these guys broke. Please advance to the castle. Oh, they are just broken. They are connected for some reason. Well, just go somewhere. They're being followed. That's fine. If you guys can make it there and then just defend off this attack, then we'll work it out. Okay? They got no cannons anymore. They got a bunch of units like coming in. If we fight from here, we've got our healer and our barricade. We'll work it out. I don't know why they broke. They're coming. They are just walking through here. They come at us. Okay. I'm sure the combination of barricade and healer will be fine, even though they're weaker units. I think they'll be okay. Well, yeah, I should have sent my weaker units up here as it turns out, because that bottom route is like closer to the castle. I think this top bit's actually like the bonus stuff. He's got 2 Mega Zowlers. Remember Mega Zowler? We used them in Duelists of the Roses. Urubei is the weakest. Or Urubai. Or Urubei. Or Urubai. Not sure how to pronounce it. But it's bound to be one of those. Oh, it actually bites in this game. It doesn't shoot out a fireball for no reason. One of those well-known dinosaur fireballs. Dino impact. Did that... Oh, I think did it miss? No, it must have done damage. Apparently it's missing a bunch of HP. Okay, you're waiting. That's a terrible move from you. Because you're nearly dead. I guess maybe I'll fight them at one in the middle. Just for whatever reason the middle one is a little bit slower. We had no chance of defeating it before its next turn, but, you know. What if? What if I super crit it? A crazy big crit. Get cooked. I had turkey dinosaurs for dinner today. It's a bit like a cooked dinosaur. They were delicious. I had Triceratops. It was probably kid dinner. It was like turkey dinosaurs, potato waffles, and beans. It was good. It was good stuff. And I put hot sauce in the beans, so they were extra tasty. And Worcester sauce. Am I going to be attacked first? Yes. I fought one of these guys before. He's got the lobster. At least they're coming for this village and like not just bypassing me and going straight for like the base. That would cause me issues. They are hurt. So I wonder if this is the same guy that I already fought. This is why he's on like half health. Or whether he was just caught in a fire. And that's why he's on half health. Ah, dang. Okay, I still get another turn for his. That was a pretty big miss. I mean, I'm also on half health, but that's because I was hit with the cannon. I'd sort of like to step, oh, what's his name? Not Solomon. It's Shimon. I'd sort of like to step Shimon out for a second so that they fight, the lady instead. There's something. Because she's on, like, full health. She's only back at base, like, by accident. I've lost a unit, and it will be very expensive at the healer to bring them back. They're probably not even worth bringing back. Probably not worth the cost. I'm hoping the camera will stay on this area. so I can run Shimon out for a moment. Or just swap them around. However they're ordered. Like... Ah, no, I didn't have time. I don't want Shimon to get, like, fully defeated. Ah. Okay, we'll take out the middle one first, that's nearly dead. Hey, you got a barrow scooter! Successful catch. We might be taking some losses. Get him, giant soldier of stone. Can't remember this guy's name with the hat. Oh, gazelle. Like, my attempt to get tactical with the cannons has not worked out well. It's worked out very badly. Swordsman from a foreign land. That's what he's called. Trying urgently to get myself over to the other place. Icon mode, quick! Time still passes in icon mode. Time's always passing. You cannot stop the uncontrollable passage of time. At least Yugi's very strong. Chaotic Guardian can do like 300 damage, and that's a big deal. He got it, so we simply save our turns. Did he wait? Or did he guard then? Just in case he guarded, we may as well wait a second turn. Because that's how guarding works. Ah, dang it. I needed to wait one more turn. Pow. Alright, he is going down, and we are taking over this place, and we should install another healer. It's mainly for Tristan. Who will help build it, at least. He has the builder, the constructor. Something like that. Equipment, quickly. Oh, I can't afford it. Okay, never mind. They'll just have to heal at a natural pace. Shimon has to try and survive one more fight. He might not. He might not survive one more fight. The sort of cyber soldier guy is the weakest. It should be okay. I think the girl can fizz something. I think she can hold it down against all these like half health dudes. Hello. Yugi Pog! How's it going, hello? How's your Tuesday treating you? This week already feels super long. It doesn't feel like Tuesday, it feels much later in the week. Though at the same time, October is going super fast. You're looking at date and being like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean we're already like halfway through it? It's only just started. Dark Elf! He's here. It's okay, we just fought some Mega Zowlers. That was nostalgic. I think Shimon's getting beat up here. Shimon's not holding it down. But it's okay, some more, we set some more enemies on fire, so that's good. So now they're all on like half health. Oh no, you're ill! Rubbish. No! I keep wanting to move Shimon out so that he can be saved, but I can't click it in time. The enemies are too close. Alright, I don't have high hopes, because the slot machine's really strong. I need to go out next week for a work social occasion. So, like every time I leave the house, I'll probably also soon be ill. It's just what happens every time. Every time I have to like actually attend something at my work, there are a bunch of plague carriers. Everyone I work with, apparently. Oh, actually no, I simply wait one turn and then attack you because you guarded. Take that. And he lives with 3 HP. Ridiculous. Oh, that Shadow Spectre is loving life. Look at his little creepy bone hand. Not really a hand. Run. 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 Okay, he is dead. Work social vacation. They're alright. I get as much as I can out of my work. I get as much free food and free drinks and stuff as I can. Make the most of them. But it's a long way to go. I live quite far away from my offices. It is very much a oh, remote working is good. Let's do that. I'll work for you if I can do that kind of thing. So I live kind of far away from the offices. So it's extra annoying to have to actually go to any of them. But I can work it so I can leave in the afternoon. I'd have to spend the whole day in the office, so that's good at least. But yeah, it should be fun. It should be a fun one. We go off and like play a game, get some food, get some drinks. Pretty good. I think a couple people like making more of an effort to go to this one. So I'll meet some people that I haven't actually met before because they also live far away from the office. So that'll be fun. That'll be good. It's probably good to get out of the house sometimes, as much as I try not to. It's probably a good idea. My main worry is like it's a Thursday and I always get ill whenever I go on these social events. And I've got like Halloween plans on the Saturday. I don't want to miss. I don't want to be ill for. So yeah, it's playing a dangerous game. Dicey. Alright, we're getting a ton of levels. We are leveling. Oh, that guy like teleported forward. He got like a boost from seeing his friend suffering. Yes, hope it won't be. Exactly, gonna rock the Makima cosplay. It's got the contact lenses through the other day. Feed that Eevee. Yeah, I got the contact lenses through the other day. So that's exciting. I need to pick up some lens solution though, because I think mine's like really old. When I used to wear colour contacts. Which is a while ago. I haven't worn them quite a long time. So I think my lens solution is probably, yeah, like years old. I should probably get a new one. I should probably get new stuff. I need to desalt the lenses before I stick them in my eyes. I don't know if you've ever used little plasticky coloured lenses. Yeah, you have to, they come in like a saline solution. You gotta make sure you soak them first in regular contact solution so they're not salty when you put them in your eyes. But then I gotta wear them a few days before. I gotta practice while I'm just at home, so I can get used to them. So that the weird coloured halo disappears. Then I'll be ready. And now I keep seeing adverts everywhere for colour contact lenses now that I bought some recently. And it just like, every time I see them I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. It makes me want to wear them all the time again. But I know it's I know it's not so good for my eyes. They're drier than they used to be. But they're so pretty. Colour contacts are a lot of fun. Changing your eye colour to like something totally unnatural is super fun. I remember having some pink contact lenses for like a cosplay, but they were just super cute just to wear as well. And sometimes people don't know what's going on if you just start wearing colour contact lenses and like just that as like just regular clothes with colour contact lenses. People are like, have your eyes always been purple? Yeah, they have. People wonder. I remember having that question by someone who didn't know me particularly well. And had just, like, seen that my eyes were purple now. And I was just like, yeah, we didn't have the money. Do we have the money now for a healer? Nope. Okay. Well, that's fine. I might start sending Yugi. Is he, like, pretty okay healed? Oh, okay. Never mind. You heard that kind of lets me go, Never use them, it feels strange. Yes! Yeah, my mum is very like freaked out by any sort of eye thing, and just the idea of colour contact lenses make her very sad. She did not like that I could do them. They are cool, exactly. If I ever put them on, like just like walked around, she'd always find it super weird. But she just couldn't imagine poking your fingers in your eyes for fun. The one time because I've always been bad at taking colour contact lenses out. I find it hard to like get a hold of an edge kind of thing to get them back out. And one time I scratched my eye on the white of my eye, thankfully, so it wasn't anything serious. But that was unpleasant. It was certainly unpleasant. My mum was very concerned about what to do. It's got better. I did some Googling and it was like, oh, if it's on the white of your eye, it's totally fine. You're going to be A-okay. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to be fine. And I was, thankfully. Thankfully my eye didn't get infected and fall out or anything. So there are some pretty cool fake eyes. Oh, got it. But yeah, it was unpleasant at the time. I remember doing it, just being like, be like, oh no! Now I've got like a scratch on my eye. What the heck? What do I do about that? Can't put a plaster on that. It was always gonna happen. I was very, I always took my contact lens out in a really not great way. Often by getting like the corner of my nail and trying to get it underneath the contact lens to like ping it out. Which probably sounds as horrifying as it is. A bit better at pinching them since. Alright, he's en route. We're gonna take this last place and then we'll storm the main castle. I don't think they've rebuilt And I don't think they have any plans to. What is going on with him? He has spikes for ears. He's just kind of a spiky dude. He's also got a gold beard, which is kind of sweet. Did he grow that? Is he Midas? I don't think they have any more people to throw at me. I want her to heal up a little bit more before I send her. So I'll probably have Yugi take this place by himself, and then probably we're ready to storm the castle. March! March, Celtic Guardian! Is it easier to... Yeah, he's straight up dead. Like, if I'm trying to find someone to do that. Move here. Oh, no. Do not move there. I see what I have done. No. No, stop. Stop. Take me back. I don't know how to control stuff. I want to move the camera here. That wasn't what I was going for. Do I often do content once in a while? Definitely once in a while. But it's fun. It's like I've done some like fun cosplays at home, but I've gone to a couple of Comic-Cons with them. It's a good time. You are the weakest. My brain broke. I couldn't work out how to attack. Time limit. You hate time limits in games. The time limit is incredibly generous. Oh, he is guarding. I could still be attacks on my Celtic Guardian. You know what? I think I'll attack a Black Lion Fire Dragon. But yeah, the time limit's like super long. Cause that little like clock at the top is like the in-game time. So you've got like in-game days, in-game weeks to win, it seems. Has your guard worn off yet? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think it's had another turn. We'll just kill the Black Lion Fire Dragon first. Yeah, there we go. There's his turn. I mean, this is a conquest of war. Fights don't happen. You don't conquer several villages and a defensive fort in a single day. This operation takes time. Pow. Okay, yeah, the Celtic Guardian having just like 5 attacks and also being my strongest attacker is pretty rad. I'm a big fan of that. Pow. Oh, hang in there, buddy. You're okay. Hang in there, Celtic Guardian. I do not want you to die. Need to grab Tristan. Need to remember to grab Tristan. Make him stop his assault. Tristan! You're not ready! Go back! Carry on healing! I didn't mean to command you. Yeah, you know what, we're going. Celtic Guardian might die. But I mean, we can just take him to the healer and bring it back. It's gonna be okay. Oh, and they just chose to wait and die anyway. So it's Yu-Gi-Oh! But RPG. It's more like Yu-Gi-Oh! But RTS. With the always like ticking clock. You can pause, but you can't do anything with it paused. You have to always be like moving and building and stuff while, yeah, the enemy can be doing their stuff and your people are moving and... Yeah, it's more like a real-time strategy game. Which is just bizarre. Why? Why would they make a real-time strategy game? Who knows? Do I put a healer here or do I just take him to this healer? I think I should just take him to this healer. I mean, look, like, yeah, the time limit, I've got 1,000,000 years. So rather than spend an extra 900 money, I'll just send him there. And they'll just swap places for a moment. Tristan, your gazelle will just stay dead. That's just the case. Yeah, they actually able to cross each other. Last time I had 2 units crossing each other, they broke and could only go in the same direction. Because I think I also triggered a cutscene at the same time. It was very confusing. So you move in there. You come here and get some healing. And then we launch our assault. On the provincial capital of Baxi Island. October Stream they aimed at a Yugi fighting game. A fighting game? I remember someone telling me about a racing game. I think Yugi appears in like the Shonen Jump fighting game. There's the really great board game. That game's really fun. Subjugated. How much is healing? Kind of expensive. I think, like, I have, like, time is of the essence. Not of the essence. Time is plentiful. So I'll give him a minute to heal. Yeah, I can't think of a fighting game. I'm thinking. Yeah, I can't think of one. The tactics game. That one's good. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters Coliseum. It's also on my list to play on the stream. That game is really, really fun. I remember like staying up all night playing that game. How are you doing? Nearly there. Aqualine! Do a little dance. Give me that head pat, give me that head pat. Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. What's it? Oh, like my people, enemy people. C. Castles? Castles. Yes, pat the Eevee as well. Mixing up, yeah, the racing one. The racing one sounds ridiculous. I'm all good at Colleen. How are you? Oh, I can see that health here as well. That's handy. Okay, I think I'm gonna send you to there. I'm gonna send Tristan to this. Is a much easier way to actually tell me what to do. And then, okay, I think you're healed enough as well to start your charge. I want to. Oh, right. I have to click that button. I can't just like X out of it. Oh, they've gained someone on half health coming after Tristan. I'm a little bit worried. So the longer that's the problem with waiting, is that they get their people half healed and send them back. I think you can just like kill that one in one. Oh, lots of work been done for the day. Ah, yeah, to print that 3D wall mounting mechanism. Yes, I remember you saying about that. Got it all done. Hope everyone's very grateful. Now we've got to beat up a lobster. Today I ordered a bunch of meat from an online butcher. I'm very excited for that to arrive. It looks really good. It's not the exotic meat one. I remember talking about the exotic meat online butcher. Not that one. This is a Scottish meat online butcher. So I've got all sorts of goodies coming that I'm very excited about. Haggis and black pudding and lawn sausages. Lawn sausages are good. Well, I've got some fish coming. I've got monkfish cheeks. And I think it was sea bream. I got pretty good at cooking sea bream a little while ago. So I need to compare the supermarket sea bream to the butcher sea bream. What else did I get? Did I get anything else exciting? I had a bunch of stuff. I can't really remember anything else. It all became a meaty blur. So I sent them a little message because they didn't have any, like, offal other than like haggis and black pudding and stuff. But they didn't have any like chicken hearts or like gizzards or anything like that on sale, which I thought they'd have on sale for pets. For like pet feed. So I sent them a little message to be like, I couldn't see where you could buy that, but like, if there's anything left over, my lizard would quite like a little bit of a gizzard. My lizard would love a gizzard. So I'm hoping they have a little bit left over gizzard they can like pop in a little bag for me. Little bonus for the skink. But I'm not expecting them to. But it'd be very cool if they could. Traitors, you won't take me alone, you treasonous dogs! I do, I really like black pudding. If you don't understand, I really like black pudding. It makes me very sad when people like won't even try black pudding. Because they know it's like, it's blood, I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat blood sausage, but it's delicious. And you probably eat chorizo without knowing what that is. Just eating black pudding. But I don't think it's very like gettable in like America and stuff. I think I've talked about this before, but yeah, apparently in America they have like very like strict standards for offal. So there's not like a ton of it, which is very strange. Very odd to me considering the other things that Americans like do to their food, like chlorinate it. What's wrong with a bit of offal? Pow. Okay, you got like all his terms like right next to each other. I remember finding out that like in the UK like our eggs are super safe. Like if you get like supermarket eggs, they're like, I don't know if it's like vaccinated or like something's done to them to like make sure they don't have salmonella. And I was like, oh, so like you don't actually have to be careful cooking them. It's totally fine if they're like kind of raw, you're not going to get sick. That's cool. So now I have no care when I'm cooking eggs. I cook eggs with abandon, knowing it doesn't matter how raw they are. One of my favourite things to do is if I'm making like a ramen or a pot noodle or something, is just like crack an egg into it when it's done and just like mix it in with the soup. It's good. It's good stuff. It cooks just enough in the hot soup. Less so in a pot noodle, more so in a ramen. I got some pot noodles the other day, which are pot noodle fusions. They sound pretty cool. I got a Thai green curry one that I'm pretty excited to try. I had doner kebab flavoured pot noodles the other week. And they were really good. They really tasted like a doner kebab. I was very impressed. I didn't think it would taste anything like as much of a doner kebab as it did taste like. And it had like a spicy sauce to add into it as well. It was pretty spicy. You know what? Yeah, I'll let you go again. You might die. Especially if they shoot out another unit. I can't remember what else I ordered. I'm sure there was something else that sounded really good. Area dust. Halloween area dust. They had venison mince, which sounded really nice. I was quite tempted by that. but I was not sure what to do with it, so I did not buy it. You gotta get your Johto bug? Absolutely. I had like a memory of playing playing the, what would it be Game Boy? And like hitting the bug catcher contest. The dream. Just sitting in bed, trying to catch a big bug. I love Johto. Johto's my favorite region. Oh my god, the memories. I think Crystal will always be my favorite game. Oh, and I have such good memories of playing Crystal. Of like, hey, Bugcatcher Hollow! High five! People like very often don't even talk about Johto when they're talking about like their favorite regions. Like, but it's so good. Yeah, Crystal as well. Yeah, Crystal was so exciting because they brought in the game clock. That being so amazing. I remember being given it and then like setting it all up and stuff. Being like wowed that it could like hold the time. And then just like sitting there watching it like become nighttime and the hoot hoots came out and I was like, this is the future. Good night, Red Karaji. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good sleep. Yeah, I remember being like the most like, this is amazing moment I had. Like, just sat there playing, being like, it's nighttime in the game now and nighttime in real life. Give me that head pat. Give me that good night head pat. Evie sleep. He's a snoozing. Alright, she's probably going down. Like, she's been fighting pretty hard against all these people. Gonna leave you pat as well. Yes! Gonna give Evie the goodnight pat too. Very polite. You love the OST of the second game, second gen. Kimono Girls for the win. It's everything about Johto is so good. It had everything. It had Cyndaquil. It had best rival Silver. It had impossible Pidgeotto. It did also have Kanto. Bit of everything. Like twice as many badges as most of the other games. Maybe any of the other games? Okay, yeah, she has been beaten up. That's okay. I've got Yugi coming from that direction. Yeah, that was the cool thing. Like, you win everything, and then you're like, oh, now I can go to Kanto and just do all of like the first game. It's something just like, yeah, super cool moments. They are the only ones, 2 regions. Yeah, I was trying to think of if there were any others. It's a very cool feature to only have in one game. I've only actually got 2 units left. That's Tristan and Yugi. I've got to keep them alive. And you've only got 2 people. Urabe should go first. Trying to work out what button that was. Get scared to show you with Red Gyarados. I was gonna say, the whole area with like the shiny Gyarados and Lance and everything was also like super fun. They had it all for real. Like the whole like fighting Team Rocket with Lance stuff. It's like super fun as well. Johto's so good. Oh, I didn't actually mean to attack that one. I meant to attack her obey. I should probably send Tristan back to base. Things are suddenly looking bad, but it's alright because I got Yugi who can just like stomp everyone, but I gotta keep my my bases secure. I won't fail if he takes just any base, but I will fail if he takes my main base. Again, didn't mean to attack that one. Exactly, my Mega Zowlers. As soon as I saw them, I was like, hey, it's these guys. And Urabe doesn't shoot a fireball anymore. Okay, somehow I'm still declared the winner of this. Actually, Tristan will teleport past him, won't he? Which I kind of don't want him to do. I mean, he's gonna go just attack like the boss. I don't know, maybe I did even do that. Have you stopped advancing? Do you get here and just stop? It's not what I want you to do. I want you to keep going. You can fight the people on your way. That guy's gonna make a run for it if I can't win. With Tristan against the boss. You might take one of my villages. Because I waited for healing. That's why it says dicey. So maybe if I had charged with everyone on just like a half health, but like all at once, I think maybe I would have beaten the respawn of everyone else, and I wouldn't have had to fight so many people. He's strong. He's stronger than I'd like him to be, and I wish he wouldn't hit my Celtic Guardian. Because my Celtic Guardian has like 5 moves a turn and is my strongest, and I really don't want him to get killed. Okay, defended, and he is off. He's got to fight that guy. You're going to have a go at this guy. And the thing is, if I don't kill this guy, he's going to move behind me. I'm going to move in front, and he's going to be able to like take the village behind me here as well. Ugh, I don't like this camera angle because of the jump into the menu. It's less severe from there. So Wolf's the lowest. Silver Fang. Silver Fang, not Silver Wolf. Gotta get it right. I'm gonna say the name of the monster. I gotta say it right. Silver Fang. I can't remember what the one that's like a marionette thing is, though. The weird doll. Can't remember what that's called. It must be called Faceless Doll. Faceless Mannequin? Faceless Illusionist. I'm sure it's Faceless something. Like that. Faceless Illusionist sounds very familiar. Please leave my Celtic Guardian alone. He is super strong. I cannot emphasize this enough. I have items! I forgot about items! The memory came back all at once and incredibly strong. I forgot about this. This would have helped a lot to remember. I can just simply heal my units with items. Okay, my Tristan fight might not be doomed. I can't remember what items I have on him, but it might be okay. Legend Faceless Mage. I was close for not having seen that card in a long time. Nope, wrong button. Well, there's only one left. I assume it's going to be A. But it's not. Okay, good. We properly killed him, so he won't just teleport behind me. It's pretty important. Not the end of the world if I lose one village, but I would like to have them all. Pretty unlikely right now. Unless I have really good items on Tristan. Hopefully he has a monster reborn. And also hopefully he goes first. Okay, the enemy does only have one dude left. Okay, you don't have any items. No, this isn't the button for items. This is the button for items. You do have items. X. I got it right. Press the right button. Because seemingly these items, you can just use them like as many times as you want. It says 7, but I don't think it's how many you can use them. Like, I don't quite know what the number does mean. But you seemingly can just use them like a lot. But if I go to his items again... Okay, now I only have... So is it... I have 7 blue medicines every time we depart? So that's pretty intense. That's like a lot. So you're just my healer now. Swordsman from a foreign land. Okay. Right, we're a decent place health-wise, but we're not gonna win this fight. Like, we're not gonna defeat him this fight. So we do probably lose the one village, unfortunately. Kind of depends how long Yugi takes to get there. It could even be 2 villages. But he's not going to get back to my main town. I know, we're pretty close, actually. Walk faster, walk faster. Oh wait, someone's respawned! You've respawned! I didn't know you did that. I guess it makes sense. They respawn. Why wouldn't my guys respawn? Okay, we are learning a lot of new things today. We are learning how the game works. He has guarded, so we simply wait until his next turn and not lose any actions at all. Because that's a really dumb mechanic. Yeah, they both have one more turn. But Tristan's units really do not do very much damage. He's doing his best, but it's not a lot. Okay, well I can send Shimon up using icon mode to try and do it faster. You are selected. Ah no, I can't do it in time. Any reason why you want to choose the spend option? For now, well the AI doesn't seem to know what I know. Which is that it only lasts for 1 turn, you can just wait it out. I guess you'd want to use it if there is 1 unit in your 3 you really don't want them to attack. Because the AI is likely to still attack on their turn and not wait. But you'll probably not attack whoever you've guarded with. So if you just need their attack to be redirected. Okay, we have 1 before that guy could get to my my village. Yeah, I think that's why you would guard. Consider yourself liberated. I don't know, you helped quite a lot. Actually, Bakura, you set all their cannons on fire and made a massive difference to the fight. It was incredibly useful. I hope this is power, that I can send him into places and just have him set all the cannons on fire. The cannons were really strong. you walk into a cannon, you simply are dropped to half health, but then it takes mages to reload them. Like, they're super strong. Okay, we've freed all of Vaxi Island, and our resistance army has secured a firm power base. The resistance, however, is gathering its troops to cross over the Gigan Sip Strait and take a foothold on the mainland. I really wish any of these names were easier to pronounce. The loss of Capulia and Vaxi, which is all in capitals, has left the Imperial forces badly shaken. The coast is almost undefended. However, although small in number, Central Sekmaitan leads a unit well versed in naval warfare. Time for boats. They plan to stop the resistance before it reaches the mainland. Will Yuki find a way to defeat Sekmaitan's naval unit and reach the mainland? Our own boats. Fight boats with boats. Why can I have so many people? Like, is there a limit to how many people I can have on my team? After I find a new person, I can still use them. You have no ability. Even though you seem great at Arson, you will not use that power again. Okay. What is that? What is the first, like... He looks like the SCP, the lizard. the immortal reptile. What is that? You have a legendary sword. Beast King of the Swamps. Okay, didn't help. Do I have any items on me? I don't think I bought anything from the shop. Oh, I do have some. Sure, enjoy. Who would I give a Monster Reborn to? Like, I have one, don't I? Yeah, I've got a Monster Reborn on my Blackland Fire Dragon. You're all one star everything. Who is the highest level? I think it's you. Is this with your foot icon? Why do they all have foot icon? Does it mean... Oh, does it mean they're ground units? Like, they're foot units. But I can get, like, flying and, like, naval units. That's probably what that icon means. I've been trying to work out what this foot is for ages. It probably means, yeah, that they don't fly. Who would I give a Monster Reborn to? Who would I want? I should give it to my Penguin Soldier. Because he is the one I wouldn't want to revive. Okay, let us continue on. And I'll see, actually no, I won't save it now, I'll save it after. Wrong button. I'll see before next stream if I can fix that screen widening issue, but it seems to have calmed down a bit since the start of the stream. I think I have some ideas now after that quick Google I had earlier of why it's doing that. I love how Konami wasn't limiting the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brand with card games. So, yeah, they stuck their Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff in everything. Everything that could justify it. Okay, we've got to free the place. Okay, yep, there. This is water. Water confirmed. Can we simply cross the water? Ah, the trader has a sail. You know what? I'll buy one of each. To gear my people up in the future. Thank you. I don't know what I should put here, if anything. So actually I'm just going to start sending people away. You can take the middle one. I think the middle one's going to be the most under threat. I'll send Tristan over here. Then Bakura, I'll send to the opposite one that's just a million miles away. Prepare for a journey. I didn't realise how far away this one was. And I might send Shimon over with Tristan. No, I'll send him over with Yugi. No, I'll send her over with Yugi. Yeah, I think they're all coming to fight at this middle one. Okay, they are embarking. They can cross the water. Tutor is so great. It's so ridiculous as well. I keep meaning to like Google. Why? Why did Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses happen? Who was in charge of that idea? Who decided Yu-Gi-Oh's Henry Tudor? Whose brain did that percolate in? I feel like it was like they had the game proposed to them, but they needed to like combine it with an IP, and they were just like, this one. Why not? This one's about history, kinda? Stick it in that one. It's kind of about history. Okay, so these are all just like unmanned. Oh, being attacked by roaming monsters. That's okay. That's not the first time this has happened. I don't know why it popped up with a thing like it was the first time it had happened. That guy is stronger than I expected. He is incredibly strong looking. Maybe he's not that strong. Maybe he just has a lot of health and a lot of attacks. He is only one unit. Maybe this teddy bear stands a chance. How strong are you? Oh my god, okay. Quite strong. But you are only one unit. Now we do have potions. Do not forget that we have potions. I wish I could remember the name of this SCP for the lizard. I don't remember like how it goes by. It had like a really fun name. Like not the number, but like how it would be referred to. Okay, guarded with that turn. Wait for its next turn. It's like unkillable immortal reptile or something. It's been ages since I watched like SCP videos. Got really into them for a bit. There was like there's a YouTube channel that does like animations for it, for like different SCP stories, and I was watching like all of them for a while. It was great. Yeah, let's go ahead and use our item. Use our blue medicine on our middle guy. Keep him healthy. Make sure we don't forget about it. That was such a revelation, remembering about items. I think if I beat him up, I'll gain him to use. Except I'm not going to beat him up because I'm out of turns. I don't know if I get to fight him again. Okay, thank you for guarding. And thank you for spreading out your attacks. Whew. I like that the bear is just stuffed animal. That's just what it's called. It's just a stuffed animal. Do I get to fight it again, or is it... Oh, okay, okay. I won, so I joined my army. Okay, cool. Good job. Good job recruiting. Okay, we've liberated, so let's build some equipment. If I can build an anti-ground cannon, that would be sweet. I think we could also probably do with a healer here. We'll set up our healer for the game. Tempting to also set up a barricade. I don't know how quickly this will load the cannon. They're coming for us. The sea serpents are coming for us. It's a full-on Dratini. Okay, so they have a fin instead of a foot. They are made for water. They sure are. Those are all water creatures. How is Triss and Ambakura? How are they both arriving at the same time to their place? Like, there's such a big difference in how far they had to go. Why are you really far? I guess your middle unit is a ninja. So like I guess it makes sense that you move faster. You could probably do with an anti-ground cannon to protect this position, and I don't know how to use a supply unit and the trade union. Oh, replace command. That probably just means like restock your items. You don't need a healer. You don't really need a barricade either. Just hang out. That's fine. And then Tristan, can you do anything useful? Is the watchtower of is that of this building? Let's find out. Let's build it and see if it increases the range of these cannons. Is it an upgrade for everyone? Or just that one place? I would assume just that one place. But I don't know for sure. Okay, I mean, that looks like it's loaded to me, but it did not fire on this guy. I guess it fires on the next guy. Oh, it's anti-ground. But these aren't ground units. These are sea units. And air units. Ah, okay. I thought when they hit the ground, they'd become ground units, but they don't. They are all flying. Hot tunes. Yeah, you'd assume so as well. But no, they remain as fish. I need anti-fish weaponry. Okay, calm yourself. It can't handle the flying units. It doesn't know what to do about them. They're flapping. It wants to be widescreen when their wings are in a certain position. It's very excited. It's like, flying units! Oh, it went like in tune with the song for a second there. Right, once I kill one of them, I think the screen will calm down. Get that Eevee excited too. Everyone hype. Yeah, I think I have an idea how to fix the screen. So for next time, I'll actually remember to do that. But it calmed itself down last round. And it stopped being such an issue. But these flying units are a bit much for it. Maybe if I like go here, it'll like be better. Shadow Flame. I kind of want to send Fizz like somewhere else because I want Yugi to be the one fighting because he is stronger. So do I make her leave or do I make Yugi leave and come back, thus making him the last one in? And I think the first one to be fought. I think that's the way to do it because then she gets to heal. Like, she's kind of holding it down, and I guess it's good to like get levels and spread the levels across the team instead of putting them all on one person. But Yugi's so much stronger. This stuff is like pretty high level what she's got as well. It's actually one of my higher level units. Come on, you leave for a sec. Okay, I got in the command quickly enough. He's like level 18 or something. I mean, he is the commander. He is the marshal, the strongest marshal anyone's ever seen. So it makes sense that he should be a higher. The crab is the weakest. Crab goes down first. The crab has horns. Crabs don't normally have horns. Crabs also aren't usually virtual monsters, virtual card monsters, so I've never seen that crab before. I think there's a lot of dual monsters cards that people wouldn't have seen before. Or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I guess, as we call them in our world. But there's just like a lot of trash cards that you'd never have any reason to use. Now you only have reason to use if you're playing a Yu-Gi-Oh game, because you start with them. Alright, you are... Okay, the jellyfish is the holder of the blue medicine. In fact, that means I'm going to go for that jellyfish, because then that means they have like 7 blue potions they can use. And that's just too many blue potions. Yeah, the rest of you better guard. Keep your guard up while I attack this jellyfish. Yeah, keep your guard up. I have seafood sticks, which is very exciting. I have them in the fridge. I love a seafood stick. Num 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 num. I forget about seafood sticks for ages, and then I remember about seafood sticks. It's amazing. It's great again. Seafood sticks are really good in a sandwich with butter. Big butter on your bread, seafood sticks. Try it. Delicious. I also have really good ham right now. I keep buying recently, like, there's this deli meat that's been like on offer. But they have really cool hams. Like I had a what was it, like cider and spiced pear ham? That was really, really good. I have like whiskey barrel smoked ham. That's really, really good. Super delicious. I've been doing more food shopping lately, can you tell? Alright, there you go. You get to be the in charge. You are the in charge. Then I might send my 2 like side units just in Bakura just into like to go fight the boss, I guess, because they're like not doing anything. They're just chilling on their islands. No one's coming after him, so I think they can leave. Like I'm thinking, I shouldn't really use you to kill that. In like the actual card game, like what reason would you have to use Feral Imp? Feeling like, well, what is it? It's dark and well, Imp. Imp a type or is it Beast? I don't know, but like it's only 1200 attack. It's 3-star. There are plenty of stronger dark types. Under like 4-star and under that you would just use instead. Like why would you use it? It's kind of a cool looking card. I don't even know where you get that these days. I don't know what modern decks look like at all. I only know the old style Yu-Gi-Oh! Before Link summons or anything like that. I saw some YouTube videos of people who would like, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, make the decks of like characters in the anime and like fight them together. And see like whether certain people, like certain characters really stood a chance or not. Which I think is very cool. Okay, send them. But like they don't have to make the deck just as close as they could. Because there's so many like new systems and stuff now that they would just have to make it as close as possible. Yeah, you're thinking of the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Might exactly. It's 300 attack, 1400 defense. Better than nothing. It is better than nothing, but I think there were just like better cards. Like. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, like... I'm trying to think of specifically... What was it? Is it a Dark Beast? Stop healing yourself. I always remember, like, in Nightmare Troubadour, like, as soon as I unlocked, like, the Gemini Elf and Axe Raider and stuff like that, it was like, oh, these are 4 stars that are just, like, 1700 attack and 1900 attack. I just use that. Fiend, that's it, Fiend. I knew there was something. I called it Imp initially. Yeah, Fiend. Trying to think of like 4-star fiends, 4-star dark fiends. my memory is failing me. But I know there are ones with just straight up better stats at 4-star. And I struggle to understand why you wouldn't just use them. There are probably strats, but I don't know them. Nightmare Troubadour felt power creeped very quickly. So you just get cards that are like, oh, this is just this, but better. This does everything this does, but is stronger. It's like what happens to like every card game. It's really hard to find a card game that doesn't get power creeped. I very much like card games, so it always makes me sad. I'm playing I think it was Shadowverse. Like I wanna say it was like new when I saw it and started playing it. And that was like a super fun time. But then like it released like its first expansion and it just felt super power creeped. And I was like, ah. Like they were just like incredibly strong cards suddenly brought in. It was like, oh okay. Well, I guess if I want to win, I just need to have that card. So otherwise, yeah, it's so they can sell more. It's so they can bring out more expansion packs and sell more cards. They end up like not kind of thinking out the game's longevity necessarily, and or like if every card was usable, they wouldn't sell so many. When a new card comes out that's just that but better, oh well, if I'm playing that then I have to get this new card. It's like that. Okay, the Kraken is no longer defending, but doesn't have the highest HP, so I'll carry on attacking the middle one. Okage is only just to get some power creep. Yeah, I guess that probably happens in gacha games too, I would have thought. But then you have, I guess, like, people's just preference as well. Like, in gacha games, there'll be someone that they're like, this is my favourite character. I know that there are stronger ones, but I love them. Yeah, just like the way to bring out something new and exciting, right? It's new, it's cool, but also it's stronger than what we had before, so you gotta get it. I guess in RPGs as well, bringing out like cool new weapons in like premium shops of like, oh yeah, sure, you can get that weapon in the story, but you could buy this one, which is cooler and stronger. And it only costs real money. In Pokemon does it with DLCs. I haven't really strayed into Pokemon DLCs, to be honest. I haven't, like, when I finish a Pokemon game, I'm kind of like, yeah, cool, it's done. And then like the DLC comes out and I'm like, but I was satisfied with my conclusion. There are a few games that do that, where it's like, oh yeah, that game was good, it had a solid ending. It's DLC, but why? It finished its story. Like, I think I saw that Final Fantasy 16 was gonna have some DLC somewhere. It's like, yeah, I'll probably play that because Final Fantasy 16 was incredibly fun, but it had like a really solid ending. Like, well, what's gonna happen? Is it just like their daily life afterwards? Like, pretty sure they've dealt with like a lot of the issues. Go side units, go! How you doing? You're still healing. Yeah, we have the healer here, that's right. And our useless anti-ground cannon. Yeah, I guess Pokemon does it as well, like in competitive, right? There's probably a lot, I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon, so there's probably some that are just this but better. It's like, oh, you want a water type, but like you want the most defensive one. Well, this is the most defensive one. It's more defensive than all the other ones. Until next generation. I guess it's tricky for people to bring out new things without bringing out things that are just better. And still have people excited. It's very tricky balance. Who has my potions? Is it you? Yeah, it's you. See, back up to 7. Stick a potion on my Celtic Guardian. Keep him healthy. I think I'm like a good example of a game that doesn't do that, but I'm struggling. Kind of why I don't have a solid card game right now. Like I used to super love Hearthstone, but then I've like fallen out of it for so long that trying to get back into it now is like super hard. Because to get all the good stuff, it feels like you have to buy the packs. I don't want to do that. Next DLC is going to have 90 Terra Crystal possibly. No idea how they're going to implement it, but it's potentially a huge change. What? Wait, how many types are there? What type would the Terra Crystal be? Give him another potion. I don't know off the top of my head how many types of Pokemon there are. Is it 18 or is it 19? Is it like are they bringing in a new type? Or is it just a type that didn't have a Terra Crystal before? There are 18. Okay, so it is like a new type. What type could it be? What do they have left? Oh, I got it. So we just simply hang out for a moment. What's the setting for the new DLC? Is it going to be like digital type? And they're going to make Porygon digital type? Terra is going to be raised to Terrapagos. Don't know whether it's going to be exclusive or not. Oh, like oh, okay. So it might just be them that has a type. But then having just one Pokemon with a type that nothing else has sounds hard to balance. Sounds awkward. Terrapagos. Does that look like a Terrapin? Is it based on a Terrapin? How fast do you move? I'm sure you must move like way faster than everyone else. Look at him go! Look at his little knees. That wasn't how I expected him to be moving. That didn't look efficient. I don't think that's how ninjas are trained to walk. I've never been a ninja, so I guess I don't know for sure. Yeah, it's of course it's a turtle. But is it a Terrapin? Is it going to be tropical type? Oh, of course, Pagos is like Galapagos. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be a delicious Pokemon. If it's a cross between a Terrapin and a Galapagos turtle. They were too delicious to live. New delicacy Pokemon. I didn't mean to attack you. I think you just guarded. No, I think you waited. I think you actually you had the potion, didn't you? Maybe you're fine to attack next. To eliminate their use of potions. The new type is going to be gourmet. It's the gourmet type. The extra tasty type. And you're gonna have to save him from being eaten. That's why it's like the only Pokemon of its kind, because all the others have been eaten. And you're gonna have to save it from the Gourmands. I'm calling it. That's the storyline of the DLC. And the new evil team are all going to wear chef hats. I don't know if there is a new evil team. I haven't seen anything about the DLC. But if there is a new evil team, that's what they're going to be dressed as. Ah, my headphones squeaked weirdly against my chair then when I moved my head. I didn't like that sound. There. Plus, the DLC did a solid job with the lore. You're expecting more of that with the second. Ooh. That's good. At least it did a good job. Oh, that's right. I've got, whoops. Oh, you just hanging out doing absolutely nothing. Why don't you, like, come help with the defense here, then I can, like, move Yugi on. That's still what they are, though. It's still Scarlet Violet. My favourite games in terms of story were absolutely white, black and white. They had such a good story. Sometimes I forget about them and then I'll think about them and I'm like, you know what? Those games were really good in terms of like their storytelling and their characters and stuff. Maybe because it was like the most adult version of Pokemon they made. Like all the characters were a bit older and like the themes were, I don't know, maybe a bit more mature. Less obvious, less just like evil bad guy feeling for a lot of it. Until they had the evil bad guy. But yeah, the other thing about it, I'm like, man, the story of Black and White was really good. That was a miss. I love when they miss and the like opponent just doesn't even flinch. They're just like, yeah, whatever. You missed. Black 2 and White 2 I didn't really care for, but Black and White, very, very good. You know what? Ruby and Sapphire as well. Super good bad guys. They were like so dramatic. Yeah, I'm sure I'm saying the right ones. They were like so dramatic when like the weather starts changing and stuff, and like it feels very like apocalyptic in those ones. Like those ones are the coolest. Like the bad guys are actually having an effect on the world. One. Because often it seems like the evil bad guys are off doing lots of evil bad guy stuff, but like they're not really affecting anything apart from like the people that you specifically talk to who are just like, oh, I'm so sad that my Pokemon's been stolen. But like outside of them, you don't see like any effect of anything that they're doing in like the world. Everyone's still just like going about their day. But in that one, it was like, oh yeah, the evil bad guys are just like straight up going to kill us all. I should probably stop that. Yeah, and play Black 2, White 2. I've heard they're even better. Yeah, I think I've heard lots of good things, but yeah, just something about them didn't quite click for me when I played it. I didn't care about anyone like as much. Gen 4 Cyrus kidnapping the Lake Trio. Oh no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Oh, that's Gen 4. Yeah. I was kidnapping the Lake Trio and trying to put a collar on the Palkia. He went quite far. You do get the cool, like, when you go to meet Giratina and you go into, like, the evil, what do they call it? Like, the underworld, like, world. That's a really cool moment. You're like, oh, this place is kind of creepy. Everything's, like, weird here. It's like you're walking around all these, like, weird platforms. You can't walk around normally. That's weird. Distorting world. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty cool moment. I should let her fight again, I guess. Yugi's like pretty high leveled, he could probably do with some healing. Yeah, fought well so far for better squats. The sea is where I fight best. Out of the Imperial Navy. It's gonna let fish eat us. My 2 side characters that I've sent can try and see if they can beat this guy up. I wish them luck. Oh, of course, you were in a fight earlier, I forgot. You were in a fight with that big, strong sea creature. Which I'm quite excited to have on my side. He seems strong. Get it. Beat up the squid. I like the design of the, like, petal feature in the middle. I knew this Kraken would have the healing items. Back my breath. That was a ton of damage. I don't really appreciate that. I should probably go ahead and use a potion on him. Yeah, that was quite a crit. Oh, as if he's allowed to live. I don't think he will be. I don't think Bakura's going to be one to take this guy down. I think he may have to immediately retreat, or just like fight until he gets beat, because he'll respawn at the start, as it turns out, which is good knowledge. Good knowledge that them getting defeated in battle like isn't the end of that unit for the fight. They do come back. Yeah, I gotta deal with this item holder. Gotta deal with him. The ninja is definitely one that does the most damage in the middle. So I want to keep him healed, but my unit with the heals doesn't have another turn. But the ninja has 2 turns. Ah, you have a turn as well. I didn't see that. I also can't talk anymore. There. Oh, E-health! Hang in there, buddy. Take out the squid at least. Hey. No, what? I guess they each took out 1 unit. I felt like I won though, but I guess he healed a lot. So he'll be pushed back and stunned on my side, which is fine because that gives Tristan some time to get there. Like, honestly, it wouldn't be the worst thing to send you somewhere else. Oh my god, you run into battle so fast. The ninja did do his best. He's so fast moving. There you go, you can get some levels, Fizz. Go, get him! Penguin soldier! To the rescue! No, he gets 1 move. Everyone gets 1. Okay, yeah, successfully defending this island. Is this? I keep forgetting the end of her name. I can remember the Fizz part now. All right, Yugi, how are your people doing? They're a bit injured. Less injured than Bakura's, I guess. But I did allow her to run back into battle. Yeah, Ninja's going down, just a swamp creature. I really don't want this to be my camera angle. Please let me turn around. I don't need this like tail's eye view. Thank you. Yeah, just use your SCP to win the fight. You're absolutely not going to win the fight. You're lucky if you leave this fight alive. Actually, you might, because they only have one attack left. If you survive this, I'll stop you from running in again, and you can just like hang out. He did live. Unkillable, invincible reptile. Also known as the Beast King of the Swamps. Okay, yeah, stop running in. Just go there. Go there once you're back. Okay. Yuki, you know what? You'll probably stand a fine chance. Go for it. You know what, Fizz? You come here as well. Not Solomon can look after the Middle Island. You've beaten down their forces. Okay, we're going for the Sea Serpent. As our next target. No, it's probably called Sea Serpent. I think so. I think that one's Sea Serpent. Whenever I think of the word serpent, I always just remember Adventure Quest. Like the old Flash browser one. I remember, I'm not sure, it must have been quite early on. There was like a series of quests that involved you looking for a serpent in the sea, and it was just like a dude who was Serpent who was in the sea. I always remember that little gag. I was just like, yeah, that was a good game. Adventure Quest was very good. Bruh. And Dragon Fable. I love Dragon Fable as well. I think I was I think I had the like premium stuff in Dragon Fable. I think it was Dragon Fable. I think I really wanted the oh no, was it Dragon Fable or was that Adventure Quest? I remember having a dragon because I had the premium. I can't remember if Adventure Quest or Dragon Fable. Gotta give up to his sneak twist. They loved a pun. They loved a pun. I downloaded Adventure Quest 3D on or Adventure Quest Worlds 3D on my phone. So I saw like mobile Adventure Quest, and I was looking in MMO mood, and I was like, oh, let's give that a go. It wasn't great. It started off kind of fun, but like, but I think they have a new one coming out soon, like a new Adventure Quest like MMO. So I'll probably look at that when it comes out, because I've been thinking about Adventure Quest a lot lately. The memories. Oh, goodbye, Gazelle. I guess you're just dead now. I remember they had I think they were Moglins, and they would have one that featured a bunch that would just run around screaming about how evil it was. And I remember just my friend and I always that just became part of our vocabulary. Everything was evil, nothing was evil, everything was evil. as things tended to be back then. It was in the peak of the random humor times. Wonderful times. Alright, Tristan's doing alright. We got rid of one of his units, so I should win this fight. I should be counted as winning this one. I have removed one. Well, actually, did he remove my unit in this fight? No, it's the last fight, right? I know, they're merging together. I've just been kind of going at this dude for a bit here. Oh no, it was this round. Either I'm losing like the battles, but I'm definitely winning overall against this guy. Just not doing the most damage in the fights. You just take a breather. Are you healing there out of curiosity? Do you heal when you're like not in a town? I don't think so. Enjoying the music. It's a good thing, like the overworld, not overworld, but like the when you're just looking at like your people walking around, the music's pretty peaceful and good. It's a good thing because you're listening to that music quite a lot of the time. You're waiting for your units to get somewhere. You don't have very much health. Yeah. No. I think the other unit has healing items and he is much weaker. So he should use the healing items. Yeah. I clicked the wrong button. He healed himself. I know that Dustox escaped, but I didn't see that Dustox appear. I see a Cutifly escaping, and then Dustox escaping. Hey, we considered winning that one for some reason. Oh, because I healed the damage. I guess it just must take how much damage overall has been done to each side at the end, after like adding potions and taking away damage. That's interesting. Yeah, he didn't see it either. It was a stealthy Dustox. Also, the Pokemon computer game knows that Bugcatcher Hollow's here, just getting all the bugs showing up. As well, an Ariados, a Cutifly, and a Dustox. One after the other. I don't think Cutifly is actually a bug type, is it? It's definitely fairy. I can't remember if it's fairy and bug. But I mean, it's a fly, so I think it counts. The Acro Breath makes a really bubbly noise when it hits. Oh, he got it, so I shall wait for one turn. Aside from the Red Gyarados Dustox with your first shiny area, so remember that. Where were you when you got your first shiny? I remember my first shiny, like just naturally occurring shiny, which was a, I believe it's called Roggenrola? Is it Roggenrola? The one that's like the blue boulders with like the red gems? Is that Roggenrola or is it something else? Yeah, it was a rock type, which I was like, I'm excited to have my first natural shiny, but I don't really like rock types. But I sure did use it. Because it was shiny, got all the use. I've had lots of shinies in Pokemon Sleep, and by lots I mean like 2. But it feels like a lot. Shinies are rare. Maybe 3. And quite excitingly, I got what was it? A shiny Swablu was my first Pokemon Sleep shiny, which was the shiny I hunted in Violet on the stream. I was like, ah, that's cool. Oh, Tristan's gained a couple of stars. Rock'n'Roll is a tiny Rockmon from Gen 5. Is it blue with red crystals sticking out of it? Hey, Mako! Wait, why are you in here? Yeah, you're in here too. You weren't with us earlier. He just showed up. He just joined the game through sheer force of will. Everyone's heard rumors and are probably on their way here. He was just there. He was like, he just fell asleep in one of these pods, wasn't he? Walked in by mistake. Nope, it's evolution both have. Yes, redstones. That's what I said, right? It's blue with red stones sticking out. Oh, but like it doesn't have it, but its evolutions do. Yeah, Boldor and Gigalith. Yeah, so it must have been the Rock'n'Roller that I found as a shiny and then I evolved it. That's why I remember the evolution more. I think in the shiny form it has blue, like, crystals sticking out of it instead of red. It's been a while since I looked at that shiny. Having defeated Sekhmeton, Yugi has secured a solid foothold on the mainland and is liberating the surrounding areas. But the Imperial forces on the mainland are tough, and the resistance can't seem to make much headway. Seeking to limit damage to his forces, Yugi decides to make a break for the beastly Badlands in Central Rondavel. Imagine if you just have a place in your, like, country, it's like, yeah, you don't want to go to the beastly Badlands. Full of beasts. And devise a plan that will allow him to attack the enemy from behind. However, the beastly Badlands are a desolate area devoid of human life and controlled by fiendish beasts. What? And the people will just let the beastly Badlands continue to be beastly Badlands? No one tries to unbeast their Badlands? Make them the beastless Goodlands? I think these people love their country. Alright. We are past time, but I had to finish that round. Purple with azure stones. Confirmed. Yeah, that sounds about right. I always remember it just still being blue, but that just might be the way I see colours. Alright. Blue and purple are pretty similar. Depending on the shades. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope you had fun watching some more Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. I had a lot of fun playing it. I love this game. I'm feeling the good memories while I'm playing it. I hope you guys all enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope to see you guys on Thursday for some more Darkest Dungeon 2. I was playing around with the idea of doing a YouTube stream on Wednesday, but it's very difficult to, like, fit into my schedule, really. I thought I had a good time, but I'm not sure how good that time is, actually. But, I might use that time to do more edited stuff on YouTube, so produce more YouTube-y content on a Wednesday instead of doing a stream. So I think that could be the way I go. But that won't affect my Twitch streams. So I'll see you guys on Thursday for some Darkest Dungeon 2. I hope to see you guys there. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Good night. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.